Chandra from Mysteries of Writing. If you're new to this channel, hello and welcome, and don't forget to press that subscribe button and the notification bell as I post videos about writing, the writing process, and all things writerly and bookish. And today I thought I'd talk about the pacing in your book and how you can decide whether you need a faster pacing or a slower pacing and what to do to make that happen. So how can you tell what kind of pacing that part of your book really needs? Say, for instance, you're writing your book with the 3-act structure. Then usually your first act will have a bit of a faster pace so that you can lure your reader in. The middle act will usually be a little bit more flexible. You'll have some fast paces and some slow paces. And your third act is usually where the tension builds, so you might want to increase your pacing. But mostly, just think about what you're trying to do and then decide on what kind of pacing you'll need. For example, if you're trying to grip your reader, then you're going to increase the conflict and the pacing. But if you want your reader to have a little bit of a break before the major climax in the story, then you might start putting in less conflict. So what can change the pacing in your story? Number 1, short versus long words. Usually you can use little short words and sharp words in action scenes and things that you want to go really fast. And if you want things to go a little bit slower, you might want to use some longer words. Number 2, sentence length. Much like words, you can use sentence length to play around with the pacing in your stories. So if you use really long sentences, then it's going to be a lot slower, and if you use really short sentences that don't even need commas, then you know that that scene is a lot more fast-paced and it's going to move a lot quicker. Number 3, chapter lengths. The length of a chapter can make the story go a lot slower or faster depending on how long your chapter is. Number 4, details. If you're explaining a lot of details and you're really using those descriptive words, then you're definitely making a pacing a lot slower than if you didn't include all of those details. Number 5, events. The more things that keep happening in one location or scene, the more interesting it's going to be and the more faster paced it's going to be. So if you include less events or things that keep happening in a certain location, then it will go a lot slower, usually. And finally, if you want to make your pacing a lot slower, you can just shift the focus to subplots, and that will usually distract your reader from the main plot, which also makes it go a little bit slower. Well, that's it for now. If you have any more tips, I'd love it if you could share it in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe.